if you look at addressing your second point, if you look at page 212, when he's talking about Bonzo, and after he's just gotten out of the shower scene, he says he meant to kill me, and which blatantly states the fact that Bonzo had no other intentions than to harm him and even kill him. And as he continues on in this conversation in Dink, you get to the end, and Ender says, "I didn't want to hurt him." Ender cried, "Why didn't he just leave me alone?" You can see that Ender had no choice. He could see that Bonzo's intentions were nothing more than to kill him, but he had to protect himself. He had to get away. He had to make it so the other boys in the room wouldn't attack him. But after it's all said and done, like, he didn't want what happened. He didn't want the outcome that came from it. Addressing your first point about Ender being trained for what he was doing, the whole point of him being in battle school was for him to ultimately be the commander, to ultimately be the one in control of the fleet, to kill the buggers. But it makes you wonder, based off his reaction of finally discovering that he did kill the buggers, whether, when it really came down to it, if he would have been able to go through it. Mazer Rackham goes through and talks about how he's seen the battles, he's seen war, and it couldn't be him because he knows what war does. He knows what happens with war, and so it had to be somebody young who doesn't know, who's naive. And Ender didn't know that he was fighting the buggers. He didn't know that when he went, he thought it was just a simulation, just an exam. So I don't know if you can justify the fact of saying that Ender was trained just to kill them, and that he was a killer, because ultimately when he destroyed them, he felt bad for it. And as the book continues and you go on into the later pages, you can see that he feels bad for it, and he wants to repay the buggers for what he did for them.